These people, can't they just come and talk, make their speech without insulting another person, without insulting, throwing a word to Peter Obi? Is Peter Obi part of APC? Is Peter Obi working for APC or working for Tinubu? You know, today, the Minister of Works, Dave Omahi, was live speaking today concerning the coastal road that they are just constructing. Now, look at what he said. You understand? So every time. And this, I don't know. Anyways, let me just allow you to listen to what Dave Omahi said.
Brings me to some of the comments made by my brother, His Excellency Peter Obi. I'm not supposed to comment about it because some people have already done the work, and I saw what Arise brought, the same courtesy channel, and they were bringing, similar scenario when His Excellency Peter Obi was governor, and he made a statement. He said, any infrastructure that stands on the way of road construction must go, and there will be no compensation paid, quote and unquote. That's what he said. But look at me, by the human face of Renewed Hope Agenda administration, we are even paying for people that are illegally staying on the coastline and do not even have, valid infrastructure and valid documents. That is messy. That is messy. Some people darken counsel without knowledge. There is devil in details. When you bring judgment, when you condemn people, you bring judgment upon yourself, and that's what he has done. And I think it's inciting some of the Southeast people that are not well informed. He's inciting them, and he gets them into trouble, and he doesn't go to fight for them. Wisdom is a defense. We know money is a defense, but wisdom gives life to those that practice it, and I want our people to have wisdom because I'm involved, and there is no humanity method to landmark. That matter should be buried because I was there. And so we fought everything possible, even people.
All right, along the same themes, here's the Minister of Works and Housing, Senator Dave Omahi, speaking live on updates on the Lagos-Calabar Road.
And the KBC of Elebeshi Kingdom and their representatives. I commend very highly also the Mr. Bolaji, whose infrastructure was actually the infrastructure, I can say, is one of the two infrastructure that we can, call valid infrastructure that were demolished. I'm sure you would have watched speech of patriotism on social media. I don't know if it's around. And all those who have stood with us in putting the narratives properly. Recall I was here about 14 days back, and at the time I came, the notice for demolition in line with the laws of the land was elapsed in 2 days, and I extended it by 7 days. And we promised that as soon as we enumerate, we will start paying. A lot of people doubted that we will not pay. And we say this is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Yes, it's a man that says something and he does it. And so that's why we are here. Let me commend very highly all the Ministry of Work staff that are on this coastal route, especially the Director of Design and Bridges, Engineer Bide, and the Controller of Lagos State, and Engineer Musa too. They have really done very well. And all the people working with Engineer Kesha, from our Lagos office, I want to commend you very, very highly, and to say that Ministry of Work is very much exceptional. We are not counting the hours we are putting in this work. And I continue to say that you can't continue to do things you've been doing in the past 50 years. You do it over and over and over, and you expect a different result. And that's why we've initiated a lot of policies that are being implemented, especially by my PAM secretary, our directors and controllers. And we put several hours in addition to the working hours, and we are witnessing results, which means that anybody that says that's how we have been doing it is living in the past. We have to do it differently, And I believe strongly that that's what Mr. President is doing, taking hard decisions. And then we are seeing results. And so I want to thank you people very highly. And I thank my PAM secretary who is driving this reform. We bring the reform in line with the policies of Mr. President. And the PAM secretary has never failed to implement them, the directors and all the workers. I think in the next few days we'll be having training for all our controllers and the regional directors, and this will further deepen our commitment to make the desired change and rekindle the hope Mr. President promised us. On the occasion of celebration of Workers' Day, is quite very unique to congratulate the #1 worker, Mr. President, for all the innovations he has brought to bear in our country. You know, the job is very easy if you are not the one doing it. And I use the popular, adage that I quoted here the last time I was here, that if you want to make an omelette, you have to break an egg. You cannot be kissing and be vomiting at the same time. And that's what our administration is doing. Hard decisions like, a woman that is at the point of delivery, the pain is highest, but the joy of the birth, the appearance of the child outweighs the pains. And I commend him very highly, Mr. President. Those who are darkening counsel without knowledge are the people that never believed that it can turn around the economy that he inherited. Mr. President inherited very serious economy in shock. And one thing he said, look, we agreed to do this work, we have to do the work. You don't see him complaining. You see him taking hard decisions. Mr. President, I congratulate you as our #1 worker, as a man that is putting selfless services and showing us the way. Yes, we promise to follow. And I congratulate Nigerian workers. The ideals that the founding workers fought for, we are totally not there. It's not a fight against government. It's not a fight against private sector. It's to fight everything that impedes the advancement of workers. And when workers are advanced, the economy will advance. And it brings to bear the needed patriotism that we all need to showcase at this very trying moment of our nation development. We need patriotism, we need commitment, we need extra working hours. And I in particular thank all the workers of Ministry of Works for the innovation and policies they are bringing to bear that is saving us, multi-billions for the nation. I say kudos to my PAM secretary. I say kudos to my directors, controllers, and every staff of